Hey everyone, I'm Chelsea Tornetto with At Home Author, and today we're going to talk about one of the most common questions that new authors have. How do I know when my manuscript is ready for the next step? Whether that next step is submitting to a traditional publisher or moving on with the self-publishing process. When you're new, sometimes it's hard to know whether you're ready or not. Obviously, there's no hard and fast rules here, but today I'm going to share with you 6 questions that you can ask yourself that might help you figure out if you're ready for the next step. Question number 1 is, have you read a lot of books in your chosen genre? Now, At Home Author focuses primarily on picture books, so I would ask myself, have I read at least 50 recently published picture books, meaning published in the past 5 years or so? Now 50 sounds like a lot, but remember, the typical picture book is only about 500 words. It doesn't take that long to read. And you really need to be aware of what is selling in the marketplace, what's popular, what kind of writing styles kids are drawn to, and what is going to sell when you list that book on Amazon or when you submit it to publishers. And honestly, this is the fun part of the research process. Get yourself a stack of picture books, sit down on the couch, enjoy the afternoon. If you're not sure where to start, check out recent awards lists, bestseller lists, or go into your local children's library and see which books they're featuring on their displays. Question number 2 is, have you written more than one manuscript? This question is a tough one for a lot of first-time authors because we all know how exciting it is to finish your first full manuscript, and you're so excited that you just want to move on to the next step. But think of it like this. Anyone who is truly good at their craft, whether that be construction or painting or teaching or any profession, didn't do their very best work on their first try. The very first manuscript you write is highly unlikely to be the best one to publish. So keep writing. Think of that first manuscript as practice, put it off to the side, and write another one and another one and another one. Question number 3 is, how long has it been since you finished the manuscript in question? Did you finish it last night? Has it been finished for a week, a month, more? This question is all about distance because it's so easy to be in love with your manuscript the minute you finish it. But stepping away for a few months and then coming back with fresh eyes, you might be amazed at what you notice. A little bit of time away helps you remove yourself emotionally and be able to look at your manuscript more objectively, which means that you can make improvements and make it even better. And a pro tip, that time that you're stepping away from your manuscript is a great time to start on another one. Question number 4 is, have you done extensive self-editing? Self-editing is so much more than just correcting a few typos or spelling errors. It means digging deep into the story structure, the pacing, the plot, the conflict, and making some big changes. Self-editing can also be really difficult when you're a new writer and you're just not sure what you're looking for. We've got a great video about some self-editing tips for picture book authors, so I'll link that in the description below. And if you're not sure about your self-editing skills, then question number 5 is for you. Have you had at least 2 to 3 peer critique partners read your manuscript and give you feedback? Now, when I say peer critiques, these should come from fellow picture book authors or authors who are writing in the same genre as you, who are learning the same craft as you. Peer critiques should not come from your mom, your spouse, your friends, or that teacher that you know from grade school. Another great reason to pursue peer critiques is that typically you're going to be trading critiques with that writer, and giving critiques on another author's manuscript is a great way to grow and stretch your own writing muscles. And the last question that you need to ask yourself before you decide if you're ready to move on to the next step is, have you had at least one paid edit or manuscript critique from a professional? Now, this question is debatable. I've heard some people say you should never pay for edits. If you're going to submit to traditional publishers, they'll have their own editors, etc. In my professional opinion, especially if you're starting out and this is your first book or one of your first manuscripts, You just don't know what you don't know. And the best way to learn is from a professional. It is well worth the small fee that most people charge for a picture book manuscript critique to get that feedback and to learn from it. If you're not sure where to start, tons of picture book authors offer this service. Find your favorite author, go to their website, and see if they're one of them. And if not, At Home Author has a list of highly recommended editors who can help you out. It's so hard to know when you're first starting out when you're ready to move on to that next step. I hope these 6 questions helped. But if you're looking for even more support on your author journey, be sure to check out our Profitable Picture Books program. For a low monthly fee, you get access to our entire comprehensive publishing course, along with a private Facebook group and a great community of authors to support you along the way. Thanks for watching. See you next time.